to another enlightening episode of the Merging Life and Money Show. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. If this is your first time joining in, thank you for being here. Today, I will be talking about an incredibly crucial topic that affects most of us: financial well-being in the global workforce. Now, you might be wondering why financial well-being is such a big deal and how it relates to productivity in the workplace. Let me tell you, it's a fascinating and eye-opening connection that often goes unnoticed. In today's fast-paced and ever-evolving world, financial stress has become an all-too-common burden for many individuals. From mounting student loans to rising costs, it is no wonder that financial worries can consume a significant portion of our thoughts and energy. And here's the kicker. These concerns do not magically disappear when we step foot into our workplaces. Think about it. When your mind is preoccupied with financial trouble, it is challenging to stay focused and perform at your best. You may find yourself constantly distracted and worrying about how to make ends meet. This not only affects your productivity, but also has a ripple effect on the overall performance of organizations worldwide. That's where the concept of employee financial empowerment comes into play. By empowering individuals to take control of their financial well-being, we can unlock a whole new level of productivity and engagement in the global force. Imagine a world where employees feel secure, where they can focus on their work with a clear mind, and where their potential is maximized. It's a win-win situation for both employees and employers. Welcome to the Merging Life and Money Show. Whether you are an employee seeking ways to improve your financial well-being, a manager looking to enhance your team's productivity, or simply someone interested in the intersection of finance and work, this podcast is for you. So together we'll navigate the ever-changing landscape of employee financial empowerment and discover how it can truly change the way we approach work and life. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a cup of your favorite drink, and let's get going. First off, I'm going to dive deep into the importance of financial well-being in the global force. Ever wondered why your financial health matters, not just to you, but to the entire world of business? I've got some insights that might surprise you. Next, I will talk about financial literacy. And no, it's not just about counting coins or saving for a rainy day. I'm talking about nuts and bolts of understanding money and how it ties directly to how you shine or don't at your job. Yep, knowing your finances might just be the secret ingredient to making you a superstar in your workplace. So if you ever thought about why you should care about financial jargon, I've got some eye-openers for you. Lastly, but not by no means least, we'll chat about the role of money management in employee productivity. Think about it. Does how you manage, or dare I say mismanage your finances, play a role in your work performance? Oh, you bet it does. Okay, so we'll explore some fascinating connection, and maybe, just maybe, I'll convince you to rethink that impulse buy or to finally set up that savings plan. So before diving into our main talking point, let me set the stage a bit. You see, when I first started looking into this, I was just as skeptical as some of you might be right now. I mean, how on earth does your bank statement relate to how you draft emails or lead meetings? But the more I delved into it, the clearer the picture became. Our financial well-being, or lack thereof, silently orchestrates a lot of our day-to-day, often in ways we don't even realize. It's like the background music in a movie scene. You might not always notice it, but it sets the whole mood. And trust me, by the end of our chat, I think you will see your finances and your job in a whole new light. So with that said, let's kick things off with our first main point. Let's start with the importance of financial well-being and its direct effects on productivity. It is common to speak about productivity and success at work without realizing the importance of financial well-being, right? Recently, a large number of studies have understood that with improved financial well-being comes increased employee performance and productivity. Financial health means having control over your finances in such a way that it contributes positively to all areas of life, including being able to save money, showing responsibility when paying bills on time, as well as maintaining balanced spending habits. Nowadays, one might wonder if improving their finances does really make an impact. Well, I'm here to tell you that having a sense of financial security can do wonders for your mental and physical health. No more stressing out over finances. That's right. That same peace of mind is hugely beneficial in the global workforce since it allows employees to really focus on their jobs. Not only that, but having money worries off your plate frees up energy, meaning you see greater success from what they do as well as feeling accomplished at work. Conversely, what's in it for the employers? Well, improved finances among employees mean increased productivity, efficiency, and quality output, all of which can benefit the company's bottom line, by the way. This standing within the global market is not something to be overlooked either. So having a team with strong financial well-being could open doors that were previously closed off due to inadequate resources or unstable incomes. So what about creativity though? Having stable finances also provides more room for growth and exploration amongst employees, allowing them to tap into their ingenuity rather than worrying over existing debts or potential costs associated with work projects. It encourages collaboration too, as people are able to offer creative solutions without feeling like they are compromising their own financial security in order to achieve these goals. So having access to resources that support those struggling with money management issues like debt counseling or budgeting classes can really help an employee get their finances in order and reduce stress at work. Furthermore, developing education programs within the workplace makes sure that employees have a good understanding of basic principles, so they make sensible choices about how best to manage their own funds. To sum it up, having strong levels of fiscal well-being is key for anyone who wants to better reach their targets professionally. So not only does this give staff peace of mind, enabling them to concentrate on reaching challenging objectives, but also works toward increasing profitability thanks to its effect on collaboration between teams, employees, as well as stimulating innovation in organizations overall. Let's shift our focus a bit, as I would like to discuss something that truly surprised me when I first discovered it. Let's take a step back and consider the broader perspective. How does the financial stability of individuals have a profound impact on the vast global workforce? Trust me, the benefits are more extensive and impactful than you might think. So explore the benefits of financial well-being on global workforce productivity. When it comes to keeping global workforce productivity high, Financial well-being is a big factor. With the latest economic downturn and the unease many markets feel around the world, companies have to take action so that their staff remain productive without being worried by money-linked problems. Okay, so let me say that financial wellness is an aspect of mental health that allows people to create and stick with strategies when managing wealth effectively. This can then lead them to feel more content while also bumping up their effectiveness at work. Advantages that any business would love to have, I tell you. This could affect employee satisfaction positively, as well as make employees stay devotedly with one company. Both profit-making factors for businesses overall, by the way. And at the end of the day, financial well-being is all about offering employees what they need to be able to make informed choices when it comes to their personal finances. This can include a range of resources, from helping individuals get up to date on their financial situation and set meaningful goals through optimizing savings habits and investing wisely, using credit responsibly, and managing debt, all with the aim of enabling them to build greater financial security for themselves, as well as increase control over daily life, which leads in turn into better engagement at work, plus improved performance results. Would you like for your staff to reach these benefits? I will add that empowering employees with financial education will help them to stay away from costly mistakes like taking on too much debt or making bad investments. By the way, the savings that can be generated by avoiding such mistakes could prove to justify the need for investing in financial well-being programs tailored for your workforce. It is a fact that providing access to experts who are able to offer guidance and advice helps prepare an employee better when it comes to major life expenses such as buying a home, setting up a business venture that lead to career success down the line, etc. Additionally, to gain more insight into these initiatives and measure outcomes associated with their investment into employees' educational program, organizations should leverage technology solutions such as people analytics tools to track metrics like engagement level before and after implementation of programs, loans and investment made by participants in classes run by companies, for example, simply because this would help understanding how well those initiatives have actually performed, thus allowing the ROI or return on investment calculation, while simultaneously assuring employees get the support they require when dealing with important decisions related to money matters. Now that I explored the positive side of the coin, I must also address the flip side. I know that we all have those days where financial worries cloud our minds. And believe me, those concerns don't just evaporate when we step into our workplaces. The strain of financial concerns can have profound effects, ones you might not even be consciously aware of. So let's peel back the curtain and take a hard look at the impact of financial stress on employee productivity. It is an eye-opener, I promise. Financial stress is like that uninvited guest at a party. It not only hampers your mood, but can seriously mess with your work productivity. And I'm not just talking about the glaringly obvious ways. Here is a startling fact. About 40% of folks feeling that money pinch might find themselves drifting, losing motivation, or struggling to hit their stride at work. Imagine that. It can even spiral into sleepless nights, missed work days, or even outright burnout. Believe me, if you are aiming for a team that's firing on all cylinders, their financial peace of mind is vital. But let's dive deeper. When you are scraping the bottom of your wallet, when every penny counts, it's not just a workplace thing anymore. Okay? It spills over into your entire life. And it's not just you. This ripples out, dimming the sparks of an entire team. The camaraderie, the zest, the teamwork, it all takes a hit. Imagine falling short of your full potential just because something as fundamental as your money holds you back. It's heart-wrenching, isn't it? So picture this. You're at work, bills piling up at home, and it's hard to focus. Your mind keeps drifting to those unpaid invoices or upcoming expenses. It's overwhelming and, truth be told, quite paralyzing. But what if your boss or the place you work at offer you that guiding hand, a lifeline when navigating through those rough financial waters? Think about it. How do you feel knowing that your workplace has your back in money matters? Imagine a world where employers help folks like you and me understand our finances better, perhaps even offer the safety net for those rainy days, like short-term no-interest loans or other forms of credit through employer-sponsored programs. Imagine having those extra sick days fully paid for when life throws its curveballs, ensuring you don't have to stress about money when you're already down. It changes the game, doesn't it? But here is the cherry on top. When companies lean into financial education, it's like they are planting seeds. Seeds that not only boost your happiness at work, but elevate the entire vibe of the place. More smiles, more high fives, and yes, way more productivity. After all, when you are content and secure, both in and out of the office, you bring your A game and everybody wins. Moving on to point 2 of today's episode. I touched on the challenges and ripple effect of financial stress. Now I want to steer our conversation toward a solution that I genuinely believe in. It's like handing someone a flashlight in a dark room. I'm talking about financial education and financial literacy. Believe me, when you arm yourself with the right knowledge, it's empowering. Trust me, it's a game changer. As far as I'm concerned, having a good understanding of money and how it works is key to securing our economic future. In today's digital-driven economy, financial literacy should not be considered an optional extra, but rather an integral part of achieving overall well-being. Financial education gives people the knowledge, the skills, and the confidence needed to make more informed decisions about their finances, which would ultimately benefit them and their families in the long run. Now, think about it. Employees with better finance management capabilities can become valuable assets for businesses by providing higher productivity levels. These employees are happier, they are more engaged, and they can drive results like nobody's business. This is why I genuinely think that companies should invest in employees' financial literacy training, because this will result in greater employee engagement and improved performance at work, subsequently translating into success. Ultimately, having a strong foundation of financial basics can be highly advantageous when it comes to ensuring your long-term fiscal security. Being in control of your earnings, spending wisely, planning those investments, or even just dreaming of a comfortable retirement are all doable. and will give you more power in making better economic decisions that could lead to stability both at home and at work. Moreover, planning out investment schemes and savings plan for retirement or any other means of creating wealth is so much easier with such knowledge. So tell me, have you ever paused and thought about the game-changing effect of such knowledge? Financial savvy is not just about dollars and cents, okay? It's about potential. It allows employees to make informed decisions that not only benefit themselves, but their employer as well. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved. The fact remains that with better performance in the workplace comes increased productivity, as I mentioned before, which in turn leads to higher profits and a more successful business. Plus, those who understand things like hiring bonuses or incentive have way more potential to climb up the career ladder if they know how best to use them. With financial knowledge, you are setting the stage for ongoing success. I would also add that having good financial knowledge is crucial for employees to stay away from unnecessary risks that could cost them big, personally and professionally. I can't stress enough how valuable it is to be informed, not just about where your money stands today, but also about the evolving landscape. A few things comes to mind. Being aware of changes relating to taxes or other finance-related legislation, for example, is equally, if not more, critical, as this could directly affect you from achieving your desired targets effectively and efficiently. So if you want to aim high and hit the mark with your financial goals, stay informed and stay ahead. Now that we've looked into the heart of financial literacy and its unmatched importance, let me take you to the next layer of this conversation. How can we take this knowledge and directly apply it to ramp up our game at work? I believe and I think that you will soon see why the answer lies in embedding financial education within the workplace. The value of money-related education in the job environment cannot be overstated. From hands-on lessons to analyzing potential financial returns, giving your employees an understanding of finances is a big part and parcel of their personal growth and productivity at work. With this kind of schooling, they will become savvier with their funds, which ultimately leads to higher job satisfaction, as well as increased efficiency on the task itself, right? A recent survey conducted by the National Financial Educators Council revealed that an alarming 63% of Americans have inadequate financial knowledge and could significantly benefit from a work-sponsored education program. The good news is that this same research also identified 68% of respondents who said they would use workplace programs focused on budgeting, investing, and retirement planning if they were available. So it raises a question. Why aren't more employers offering these vital services to their employees? It appears that there is a growing demand for personal finance programming in workplaces across America. So it seems like now is a time for businesses, big and small, to start providing them by giving employees access to resources and tools that teach them how to manage their finances. They can gain confidence in making wise financial decisions. This leads to enhanced job satisfaction and productivity, as well as better career prospects over time. So companies should also take a proactive approach by instilling the importance of saving money into employees' or encouraging staff members to start investing for retirement. This could have a long-lasting implication on their life. Giving incentive like higher compensation for people who put additional funds into retirement accounts or 401ks can inspire workers to become more financially aware while also increasing long-term gains since they now have better security when the time comes to retire. Offering access to employee assistance programs or EAPs, which gives aid with money management issues, can help reduce pressure levels among your staff members since their finances will be well managed through advice from professionals helping them out. This kind of assistance not only lessens the strain, but also reinforces morale as employees recognize that their employers are concerned about their well-being enough to invest in providing EAPs if necessary. I will end this section by saying that understanding how finances work is something that has endless long-term perks, both personally and from an organization standpoint, simply because making investment in learning more about finance will prove beneficial for any employer's success rate. We've chatted about the importance of financial literacy and its direct influence on productivity. The question is, how do companies truly weave this into the very fabric of their operations? The key lies in placing financial know-how at the forefront of employees' well-being. I will start by saying that implementing financial education into work wellness policies is becoming a popular approach to increasing staff productivity and engagement. It is an integral aspect of other workplace health efforts, such as mental well-being and exercise, which help workers feel safe in their jobs and lives. As a matter of fact, a recent PwC survey showed that 44% of workers place financial anxieties as the main contributors to their daily stress level, which indicates that integrating financial education into employees' health initiatives can contribute significantly to greater success for businesses, including increased enthusiasm among employees, higher rates of employee retention with fewer days off due to illness, plus more job satisfaction overall. Moreover, employers have a great opportunity to boost the financial literacy program by providing employees with educational materials tailored for them. They can do this through seminars or workshops that target topics about managing finances and basic budgeting practices. Also, to build a foundation of financial literacy among the staff, employers can provide access to resources such as newsletters, online courses, or even webinars. Furthermore, they could include benefits like retirement planning advice and discounting banking services as well. So trust me, all of these would help develop sound money management skills within the workplace. Sounds good, doesn't it? And it should, because properly managed finances will benefit everyone in all aspects, from job security to employee satisfaction. I'm not just talking about those at higher managerial levels either, as was the case in a company I worked for decades ago. Furthermore, it's key for employers to keep in mind that not only do their workers reap the rewards of financial education, but they themselves also benefit, because when employers create an atmosphere that encourages good money practices among their staff, it creates a workplace where everyone can succeed. What could be better than having employees who are competent when it comes to managing their finances? For any company or organization looking to advance and make stride forward, this kind of environment is invaluable. Employees are not just looking out for their employees' physical and mental well-being, they are also helping them gain the skills to better manage their finances. This has a positive ripple effect, as I mentioned earlier, as happier customers get to experience more financially empowered personnel, leading to improved customer service experiences that will eventually translate into higher profits. These systems put everyone in a win-win situation by strengthening loyalty between staff members and employers while creating an atmosphere of appreciation on both sides. So by incorporating such measures, employers create an environment where people feel supported, which ultimately result in lower stress level, increased motivation, and greater satisfaction with work-life harmony overall. So let's address the third and final point of today's episode. And for that, I will pivot slightly and focus on the practical side of things. How can understanding and mastering money influence how employees function day to day? Money, a very crucial part of our lives, has an immediate effect on the efficiency of labor. Even though there is much discussion about how to motivate employees to up their productivity level, not enough emphasis is laid on ways in which managing money can have a positive impact globally when it comes to the output from the workforce. Obviously, having sufficient cash flow for daily needs and expenses is important. But apart from that, proper management of funds also plays its role in improving employee proficiency, something that cannot be overlooked. Okay, employers should recognize that taking care of their employees' financial well-being can lead to lower level of stress and a greater focus on the job. This could mean providing financial planning services or encouraging people to sign up for the company 401k plan. Believe me on that. If an employee can budget well and save money with goals like retirement or home ownership in mind, they will be less likely to need additional income from side jobs, leading them to perform better during core work hours. Considering these benefits, it makes sense why employers would want to help employees manage finances correctly. As a matter of fact, improvements are evident, not just in mental health, but also in performance. Investing in financial wellness program is a great way to help employees manage their money better. It provides resources like budgeting advice and debt management plan, particularly now, that can be really beneficial. Moreover, providing stock options allow them to invest for the future and also encourages high performance at work as they have more of an interest in their company's success. They got skin in the game. Wrapping up, I will say that there are various ways businesses use money management tools to boost productivity, from offering financial planning services to bonus structures based on performance or granting stock options. It is clear how cash affects both individual achievement and company's prosperity as a whole. So asking yourself if investing in such solutions could positively impact your workforce might just be worth considering. Let me summarize this section and say that money management is undoubtedly an absolute must for any organization if it wants to keep its workforce in a positive and productive state. Now, moving on to money management techniques for improving productivity. It is unmistakable that global workforce productivity plays an incredibly important role in the success of business. And it's no shock that having financial security can have a huge impact on employees' total productivity. A recent survey conducted by Harvard Business School and the California UC Berkeley showed that those concerned about their finances tend to be less productive than people who feel financially secure. This makes it extra vital for employers to give resources that help staff members manage their cash better. And as financial well-being is getting more and more popular in working environment, companies need to understand how managing money properly can increase efficiency, ultimately resulting in improved profit. Let's look at money management techniques that employers may use to enhance their workforce productivity. One essential aspect of economic well-being for workers is providing them with suitable debt counseling services. It's important. Nowadays, the debt level in America is crazy. So employees would totally benefit from this. They are one of the main sources that create stress and other form of job-related issues. Having access to proper advice accordingly could be beneficial not only financially, but also professionally, leading eventually to improved performance within the workspace. So let's take a look at what kind of debt advice company would provide to their employees. That can really be a heavy load to bear. Stress and lack of motivation come hand in hand, and it's never great for productivity at work. As a result, employers should look into offering debt counseling services. People are living on credit cards, okay? So that their employees have the resources they need to make smart financial decisions and achieve better outcomes. It is also important not just for employees' morale, but productivity as well. By the way, helping your employees save money for retirement will also benefit everyone involved. If you happen to be an employer, what are you doing to help your workers prepare financially? I will say that providing retirement savings plan like 401ks and other pension funds, plus employer matching contributions, is a great way to motivate employees to invest regularly for their future. Offering these benefits not only enhances productivity, but also provides people with a feeling of being backed up while they pursue greater fiscal autonomy in their professional lives. I will also add that employees who take the time to learn how to invest their money properly can benefit from great returns over time, while also taking full advantage of tax breaks, such as 401k matches that will have a long-lasting effect on both their personal wealth and business success rates. As far as salary goes, employers need to be careful when setting them, since paying too little limits staff from developing financially, while overpaying creates needless overhead expenses, which greatly affect business performance in a negative way. Personally, I think that employers should consider conducting internal surveys with their staff to get the right balance between different scenarios. The survey question could be about job satisfaction, current salaries, and other factors related to emotional well-being at work. This would ensure salaries are set correctly, which will boost financial security for workers, while also improving workplace productivity. I will end this last section with a story that shows how the intricate dynamics of money management and its profound impact on employees made all the difference. It is a known fact that companies that invest in their employees' financial wellness typically get higher production rates than those who don't make such investments. The story is about a worldwide technology business managing online services for customers across the globe. The leadership team at this company was worried about staff morale. Rumor had it that a great number of employees were facing difficulties managing their money, which was leading them to skipping work and resulted in the company having lower productivity. So to fix the situation, they brought in a financial wellness company that delivered programs including budgeting classes, credit counseling services, as well as access to retirement planning professionals. Can you guess the results? The magic worked. Within a year, not only did absenteeism fall by 17% and turnover drop by 25%, but workers' attitudes skyrocketed. Employees who participated in the financial well-being program reported feeling happier and more secure within their jobs, which has made a positive effect on engagement level across the organization. This also resulted in better productivity among employees, which led to an increase in profit for the company. The moral of the story: financial stability is not just about the numbers in a bank account. It is about peace of mind. When a company steps in, offering tools and resources to help their employees manage their finances better, it's a win-win situation. The employees learn how to handle money and make budgets, and the company makes sure that they feel safe in their jobs and look forward to Monday mornings with excitement instead of anxiety because of money problem at home. In other words, employers and employees both benefit from a comprehensive financial wellness program. For employers, it increases employees' engagement, employees' loyalty, satisfaction, morale, and productivity. For employees, it gives them better access to resources like debt options and budgeting tools, which could be very helpful when they try to reach their long-term goals. I will add that it would certainly be great if more businesses considered such programs, since taking care of the workforce would lead to enormous benefits in the long run. To sum it all up, I will say that financial health has a significant impact on the global workforce productivity, period. If companies want their workers to do a better job, they need to pay attention to how they handle money and how much they know about finances. Because by ensuring greater financial security and educating their employees about finance, companies will effectively encourage positive dialogue when discussing money-related issues, thereby enabling workers to be more productive. Now, before I end this episode, let me briefly reflect on what I talked about. I've been talking a lot here. I started with the global significance of financial well-being and its paramount importance in the workforce. We saw how financial distress can act as a roadblock to productivity and the undeniable benefits that financial wellness brings. Moving forward, I delved into the transformative power of financial literacy and education, discussing its role in supercharging workforce productivity and the strategies for businesses to weave it into their wellness program. And lastly, I explored the magic of effective money management, offering you practical techniques to harness its potential and spotlighting an inspiring success story from a company that made the leap. And as we conclude, I will say that the path from paycheck to optimal performance is paved with financial empowerment. And I passionately urge you to advocate for financial education in your workplaces and to prioritize it in your personal lives. Remember, financial well-being is not just about money. It's about creating a more productive and fulfilling life. With that, I will add that the journey from paycheck to performance is a truly remarkable one. And it's become evident that financial well-being, financial literacy, and productivity are not just standalone concepts. They are closely connected in a pattern that shapes today's workforce. I've always believed that when you have a grasp on your finances, when you understand money's language, and when you are empowered by that knowledge, it goes beyond just your bank account. It elevates your entire life, including your performance at work. Think about it. If you are not constantly stressed about the next bill or looming debt, your mind is free to innovate, create, and truly be present in whatever task you are undertaking. That's the magic of financial literacy. Here's my call for you today. If you feel inspired or even just a tad more informed by our chat today, don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Advocate for it. If you are in a position to do so, initiate financial education programs in your workplace. And if not, start conversations. Encourage your colleagues and your friends and your family to understand the importance of financial literacy. Share resources, be it this podcast or any reliable tool that can help someone get a step closer to their financial empowerment. Your voice and your actions can be the catalyst for change in someone's life. Imagine a world where everyone, including you, is not just working for a paycheck, but is truly empowered by it. So let's strive for that world together. And I urge you again, take charge, advocate, and let's make financial empowerment the new norm. Thank you for listening. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I will be back again next week. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye for now.